Oh, we really sort of resisted that that thing. Ah, well. That's fine. We can just do that. And we're done. So, never mind. Sorted. And that is the Saturn orbiter mission complete. With full bonus rewards. Oh, got an achievement. Complete missions to every planet in the solar system in a single game. Of course, that was our first mission to Saturn, wasn't it? Our flyby was launched afterwards. I believe the flyby is still on its way, or have we not launched the flyby? Oh, we haven't planned it. Ah, are we still researching Rosetta? Oh, we are still researching Rosetta. Oh, damn it! I thought I'd done that. As I said, I really want to do every milestone mission. We've done all of these. We're doing this one. I really want to do all of them. So we are going to plan this mission. I thought I planned it. I was wrong. We could use Sarkovsky 2, but I think we can... It'd be cheaper to use an extra power variant of Sarkovsky 1. And that's never been a problem in the past. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. That shouldn't take too long to launch a mission to Saturn. Cool. 37 months, that's not too bad. It'll be done before our Pluto mission is. That's for sure. Okay. Right. Sample retrieval vehicle is complete. Look at that. Maximum mission training bonus increased by 100%. Beautiful. Okay. What do we want to do here? I don't think it's going to explode. That's a pretty decent launch reliability. Pretty decent payload reliability as well. But this is the 5-phase one. It's a lot of science, though. A 50% increase to that. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. I mean, we're going to have to launch it next May. But I think that's worth it. Let's do it. If this explodes, I'll be a bit upset now, but I think that'll be fine. Let's do it in May. Cool. And this is ready to continue. I assume it's a course correction. Yeah, trajectory correction. Okay. Cool. Got a bit of drift to deal with. It needs to be between 2 and 3, and it's -3 every turn, so we need to take it to the right a fair bit. Sorted. Okay, let's have a little think. We need to do the thrust burn 3 times for the bonus reward. It's -1 every turn, but it's only 2 turns. And we'll have 2 spare anyway, so... Okay. We've got 2 turns, so we'll resist as many of these as we can. Okay, that reduces by 1, but that's fine. Okay, we just need to correct the drift. So yeah, it seems like all the phases of this are only like 2 turns, but you get a lot of commands on that turn, which to be honest I prefer. Easy to plan for. Okay, and then we need a bunch more comms, which we can do like that. That's 7, 7, boom. We just have to correct the drift now. Which we can do like so. 11, 9, within tolerance. Perfect. And we can resist these. Voila! Yeah, I think I can play this game in my sleep now. To be fair, the early game was actually really hard. I just think payload reliability it's a bit of a game changer. Not having to just launch budget prototype missions everywhere. It certainly makes things a a lot more chill. Okay. We've got all our active missions going. Just continue. Until we have the next phase of our robotic rover. A bold plan. It's proposed a comet hunting mission that will build on the flybys of previous missions by orbiting and landing on it. This choice will allow your mission time to intercept the comet before it reaches perihelion and then accompany it as it passes through the critical phase in its life cycle. The Rosetta spacecraft will be able to sample the dust and gases the comet gives off to form its tails, while the Philae lander examines the surface up close. Rosetta research is complete. This was definitely added in DLC, right? It definitely wasn't there before. Before we work on that... Well, I guess while we're working on that. Yeah, see if we can get this Wyvern booster. So, just research everything in here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, 6 things to research. Let's research the more useful things first. So, potentially the Titan 4. Yeah, see if we can get that Wyvern, because that would reduce our launch costs quite a bit. Okay. Actually, we have a lot of money, don't we? When's our next mission finish? It's a year. That's not been launched yet. Oh, this one finishes next month. So we can launch Rosetta then. I'm just wondering whether or not it's worth researching some buildings. I think we'll want the Deep Space Network certainly before our final Mars mission. I think every bit of payload reliability on that will count. I think we've got enough Mars experience, but this isn't actually going to be that necessary. Some tier 3 astronauts would also be great for that final mission as well, I think, since we need to hire new astronauts anyway. We're not really massively into joint missions, are we? So, not too bothered about that. The milestone missions are never joint. But if we research these two, would there be no cost to moving buildings? Not that we really need to, because our space center is pretty well designed. I was wondering what would be more benefit, to be honest, like having the Wyvern. Or having tier 3 astronauts. We're not going to need tier 3 astronauts for a while. Whereas the Wyvern can help us sooner. I think we'll get the Wyvern first. It shouldn't take too long to research those vehicles. The sooner we get that and we start saving money, I mean, the sooner we can then build more buildings, we'll be saving money. So, yeah. Because building more buildings will not save us any money. So, yeah. Rather get the Wyvern earlier, if that makes any sense. Saturn flyby is ready, though. Let's assign this vehicle. So we could launch this on the Centaur D, but I'd rather level up the Wyvern upstage. So I think, yeah, let's use this to level up the Zenit and the Wyvern for our more important Mars missions. Launch reliability is pretty good. Let's try and go for the the advanced guidance system again. We kind of wasted it last time, but it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get a bonus. Okay. We'll take a little bit longer. That's cool. And this is Beardy 2. Beautiful. Confirm. Okay, and let's finish this Mars rover mission. I'm quite excited about this. Marsokhod. Excited about doing this in for all Kerbal Kind as well. We haven't even sent Lunarkhod to the moon yet. The states beat us to that, which is upsetting. Because the first lunar rovers were the Lunarkhod rovers, which were after Apollo, I believe. So, it's actually the next day. Not in game, but in reality. And the verdict is in. I have COVID. Thankfully, the symptoms haven't hit me too hard. It's just a headache and generally feeling a bit under the weather, but nothing a bit of paracetamol can't fix. But thankfully, I don't have the cough, which is wonderful because it means I can continue recording YouTube videos. There is no escape from the endless yoke of the YouTube. So, no, I do want to continue playing. My brain is a little bit fogged, so yeah, not exactly in the best place for uni work, and I can't leave my house. So I can't go out of an evening or anything. So kind of a good opportunity, to be honest, to get a bunch of recording done and finish playing Mars Horizon. So yeah, let's continue on with our Mars rover mission. So we've only got 2 turns for this, and we get -5 to our drift at the end of this 1 turn. So that means we need to produce 18 drift to the right. Now, it looks like the most efficient way of doing this, without using a huge amount of power, is by producing a bit of data first. Like so. And that takes us at least some of the way. I think we want to save as much power for the final turn as possible in case things go wrong. So it's almost half the way to the amount of comms we need. That's more than half the drift we need, I think. We've done 12, but yeah, okay. So let's do that and see what happens. Things are going wrong. We'll resist that. Okay. Only one thing going wrong. That is fine. We can deal with that. Okay, so we need 6 more drift to the right. We can do this 3 times, and we have a lot of excess nav. So actually, that worked quite well for us. Now we only need 1 more comms. I think the best way of doing it is still doing that. Right, then we can spend... No, let's do that, and then that. No, that screws up our drift. Dang it! Okay, so we need to get... Literally just need to get 3 more data, but without messing up the drift. Which is easier said than done. Without using all our power. Still though, that leaves us with 2 extra comms, 1 extra data, and a lot of extra nav, right? So let's try that. Okay, things are immediately going wrong. We can accept that though. Oh my god, this is not what I needed. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, we're good. Perfect. Okay, we've achieved orbit. Let's do our descent. Marsokhod is on its way. It's cool. Okay. Gotta manage heat and drift. On descent. Okay, so the drift has to be 0. Oh, goodness me. +8. And it has to be below 3 and above 0. Yikes. Okay, this is actually a fairly difficult one. At least this one uses a lot of heat. And we literally just need navigation. That makes my life a lot easier. See, we're not getting any drift modifiers, so I think the easiest thing to do here is just not do anything that produces drift. But we don't have enough heat to just keep spamming that. That uses a lot of power as well, even though it does produce 6 nav. I think this is probably the best way of doing it, I was going to say, but I think anything that produces any drift we want to stay away from, right? So that keeps things under control, at least. And then we've got a lot of power for next turn if we need it. And a bit of comms, a bit of data. Yeah. Let's go with that. We'll see what happens. Okay, so all going well, all going well. Fingers crossed. Only one more turn to go. Okay, the 8 heat is actually relatively useful because it lets us do this like a bunch of times. That takes us all the way up to 20 and deals with our heat problems. So we need 5 more nav, and we've got 3 commands to do it. So we need 2 power for this. But that gives us all the nav we need. We just need to correct the drift then. Which we don't have enough power to do. Okay, we need a different way of doing it. There we go. I think that is the only way we can do that. It does use all of our power. But we have excess comms and excess data. So as long as nothing goes wrong with the nav, we'll be okay. Looking at this one using a bit of nav, but yeah, we don't need to, well, we don't want to produce any drift, I should say. So looks like that's our only option, really. Yep. Okay, let's do it. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. One more to go. Ah, we're fine. Look at that! Little Marsokhod. Oh, that is adorable. Look at that little guy. Reminds me of Wall-E. I love that movie. There we go. We're first, and I got an achievement for it. Red Rover. Beautiful. Okay. That was actually fairly difficult. I was a little worried there for a second that that we might actually fail that, but no, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Okay, and that frees up a mission slot. How do we launch Rosetta? Do we launch it from Earth? I'm trying to figure out where the actual mission is. Because Rosetta itself isn't on the solar... Oh no, there it is. It's there. Oh, I didn't notice it was on the solar system map, but yeah, it's just appeared there. 67p. Churyumov Gerasimenko. Couldn't have chosen a better name for it, could they? Right, this is actually quite a long mission, so I would like to launch this now. Yeah, we're not waiting on anything else, so yeah. Let's do this. Rosetta! Look at that, we can not afford it. The extra power version only gives you 1 extra power. So for the extra cost, that is not worth that. The others, yeah, we'll just go with the basic Rosetta. We'll wait an extra month, and then we'll build that. That's cute, though. Got the little duck comet. Sat in between Mars and the Earth. Cool. Millions follow the Mars rover landing. Awareness of the mission has been vastly increased by a PR campaign. An online stream showed the mission control staff holding their breath for several minutes of terror during the descent, before finally cheers erupted as Marsokhod returned its first images of the surface and one of its wheels confirming its safe landing. Oh, I remember watching Perseverance land live. That was incredible. Right, let's get building Rosetta. Awesome! When I first started playing this, the Rosetta mission wasn't in the game. Pretty sure. A common question in the media is why we're going to a comet. They're leftovers from when the solar system formed. They're a time capsule. Yeah, comets are really, really cool. Answering the age-old question, why are we here? You ever wonder why we're here? In this box canyon. Light as a feather. Use of radar, seismometry, and a comparison of collected dust samples allowed your mission team to show it's generally homogeneous with no large caverns inside. If it was on Earth, it would float on water. I remember being a huge surprise to everyone that it looks like a duck as well. Everyone thought it would be, you know, a bit more spherical. But of course, when you've got bodies that small, with gravity that weak, it doesn't necessarily have to be spherical. Versatile heavy lift, solid fuel rocket. Yeah, we're just working our way towards that wyvern, weren't we? Let's research that better upper stage, and then we'll blast our way through these boosters. Get that reusable rocket. That's what we're looking forward to. Giant water plumes seen on Enceladus. I believe they're fed by an underground ocean. I'm really excited for Europa Clipper. Fingers crossed. I mean, imagine if Europa Clipper discovers organic molecules in the water plumes coming out from Europa's surface. That would be absolutely, I mean, just game changing. Just change everything that we know and believe about the universe. A group of astronomers have made a target of opportunity proposal. It involves a predicted reappearance of a supernova. The project will require funding that has a chance of producing additional science. Go for it. That's interesting. So using the light lensed by something else to watch essentially watch a supernova for a second time. That's really cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. Is that a thing that actually happened in reality? Let me know in the comments. That's cool. Ooh, here we go. We have 2 potential locations. It's a crater that will allow the rover to search for past signs of water. The PR team favor the second option. We can get some images. I think crater, right? Go for science rather than support. Take about 6 months to get there. Okay, cool. Let us now go for the Delta 4, Titan 3. Just got to do these 4, and then we've got the Wyvern, so not far to go now. And Titan 3. Supernova fails to appear. Ah. Data obtained has ensured that no science has been lost due to the project. Okay. Titan 3 is finished. And we've got our sample return mission. Look at that science reward. Whoa. We're taking a little bit of a risk with the launch reliability being 85%, but should be fine. Okay, we're going to have to reschedule this. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, no, we're going to reschedule that. That's for sure. Okay, we can go for June without any problems. Let's do that. We'll do it next month. Still using an N1 rocket in the 2000s. Goodness me. Okay, let's try again. No rain this time. Perfect. Look at that. I haven't used the N1 in ages. Seeing an N1 with the Russian flag on it as well as I forgot we called it that. Yeah, seeing an N1 with a Russian flag on it is a little jarring, I'm not going to lie. But still, it actually doesn't look too janky. Looks relatively coherent as a rocket goes, so yeah, let's do it. A massive thank you to my patrons and donators for their generous support, and an extra special thank you to the Amazing Steak, Olaf Hammerhand, Madzor, Peter Lushtinets, Delta V, Axel Jensen, Dennis Klomp, Lady Lagsalot, Simone67, Scott Milligan, Harambe, Nicholas Popkus, Wather, Jagnath, Weir, Dreister, Jesse Smith, Lightning Gamer, Elmac, and Nobody Special.